Welcome to Intermittent Fasting for the Win. I'm Mike Saunders, author of the book Intermittent Fasting for the Win.
And I'm Jolene Ellis Wygand, longtime faster, preschool teacher, health advocate, and fitness coach at Curbs Clubs for Women.
Join with us as we endeavor to help you become more knowledgeable about intermittent fasting.
Whether it be an interview with a fellow faster or a podcast featuring a particular subject, we will be sure to give you the tips and information to make you a winner when it comes to IF.
The information provided in this presentation is for general knowledge and informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. It is beneficial to consult with a qualified healthcare professional for any health concerns or before making any decisions related to your health or treatment. This content is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.
Howdy. It's been a while since I made a video or I made a podcast, and the reasons are many. Number one, her schedule is just crazy right now, and it's hard for her to get on with me. And I try not to go solo. I try to do it with Jolene or with somebody else, but it just hasn't happened because, as you know, a week ago, well, it's been a week and 2 days ago, I had knee replacement surgery on my other knee. And so the weeks leading up to that, and then the week after that, have all been rather full. Let's just say it that way. But I wanted to come on here because there's something that's on my heart, and I just want to talk to you about it, just unscripted. Normally, I have some type of a script or an outline that I go from. I really don't today. This is just straight from Mike's heart to you, and I want to talk to you about it. When I first got into intermittent fasting, the reason was that I needed to lose weight so that I could have knee surgery on my first knee. It wasn't because I wanted to be attractive, or it wasn't because I wanted any other thing. It was just simply because I needed to lose the weight so I could have knee surgery. Now, along the way, my goals changed, because after I reached the goal of achieving the BMI that they wanted for weight loss, then I started seeing other things happening in my body and with my life, and I wanted more. So I continued with intermittent fasting. And now it's been in 4 months, 5 months from now, it'll be 2 years that I've been consistently fasting. And let me tell you, the benefits have been just tremendous about it. But now it's all about my health. It's all about my health. I want to be healthy. I want to have longevity. And I want to be able to play with my grandkids and great grandkids for a good long while. And that's the reason that I continue with fasting. Now, I'm going to touch on a subject, and you can probably relate to this. You may not be able to. You may be one of those who never had their A1C checked, didn't really care about it. Let's just say that you were not aware of it. I'm going to make dimes to dozens bets here that even if you went to a doctor on a regular basis, that doctor didn't know and couldn't tell you if you were insulin resistant. They saw that your A1C was high. they hollered at you about that, and they wanted you to either get on this drug or to start eating differently or just change the things that you were eating. Now, with me, I'm like a lot of you. I did not know that I was diabetic. My A1C was up in the high sevens and the eights, and that's in the type 2 diabetic range. Sure, it's the low end range of that, but it was still in the diabetic range. So I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to that, but I found out soon that that really was a big thing when my A1C came down into the low fives and stayed there. And I found out that you can reverse type 2 diabetes just with intermittent fasting and the things that go along with intermittent fasting. And now there's some of you that you may be where I was at. You may not even know that you're type 2 diabetic. I encourage you to keep on fasting for that reason, to make sure that you never have to know. Because if you have been fasting on a regular basis, I can guarantee you that your A1C is lower than it was before you started. And that's just the truth of it. But here's where we have to ask ourselves, what do I want from intermittent fasting? Do I want a bikini body? It's a legitimate question. Do I want my schoolgirl figure, or in my case, my schoolboy figure, where I used to run track and all of these things? Heck, look at me. I'm 73 years old, I have to have realistic goals. I am never going to be in my schoolboy body again. You're never going to be in your schoolgirl body again, because even if you tweak intermittent fasting in your eating regimen and the types of food that you're consuming, yes, you may get down to that weight again. Let's just say you weighed 140 pounds in high school. You might get back down to 140 pounds. But I'm going to ask you a question. Is that a healthy 140 pounds? Because as we age, things in our body change. Okay? Do you want to impress your spouse? Do you want to impress your coworkers? Do you want to impress anybody? If you do, then you may need to rethink what you're doing. It's not about impressing anybody. The only impression you want to make upon other people is, hey, you know what? There's some changes in your life and you're looking good. You're looking more healthy than I've seen you in years. What you doing? That's what you want to impress people with. And then you can tell them about all the great things, like you've reversed your type 2 diabetes, your inflammation is gone, you avoided this surgery, or you are now no longer taking high blood pressure medicine. So many things other than, I weigh the same thing I did when I was in high school. Come on, let's get real. What do you really want? What do you really want? We're all different. You might be a grandpa, you might be a mama. We're all different. We can't go back to high school. We don't need to go back to high school. What we need is the healthiest version of ourselves that we can obtain. Yeah, I got 40 more pounds I'd like to shed. And you know what? Over the course of the next 4 or 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 years, that 40 pounds will eventually disappear. But I'll still not be back to my schoolboy figure. But I'll be 40 pounds healthier and lighter. And that's the way to look at it. This is not a race. It's a marathon for the rest of your life. I'm going to say that again. It's a marathon for the rest of your life. What do you really want? Everybody on the groups that I'm in, because I'm in a bunch of social media groups, even got one myself. Everybody on those groups is beautiful. You're all beautiful, guys and dolls, okay? You're beautiful. I don't care if you have only lost 3 pounds. You're beautiful. Stop obsessing with a mark on the scale. Start obsessing about your consistency with fasting and how you're going to get all of these wonderful NSVs that come with fasting. And today, that's what I got to tell you straight from the heart. Be you. But not only be you, be the best version and the healthiest version of you. And you'll end up loving yourself for it. I love you. It's football Saturday. I'm fixing to turn on Game Day and watch my old coach Nick Saban on Game Day, cutting up with the boys. And it'll be Lee Corso's final game day of all, and going to have some friends over. And I'm going to cook them some hamburgers on the grill. Even though I'm still on a walker, I'm still going to get out there and fire up that grill for those people. And you know what? I'm not going to put a thing in my mouth but black coffee and water until they come over. Why? Because I want to be the healthiest version of myself for me, for my kids, for my grandkids, for my great grandkids, and for all my friends. I love you. Listen, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when the latest content comes out. And be ready, because now that I've had my surgery, I'm about to get back on track with this thing. Love you. Mean it.
If you need more information on fasting and want to join a group of people who embrace this lifestyle, let us recommend that you go to Facebook and search for Intermittent Fasting for the Win, and also search for Clean Fasting Jolene. Either of these groups will help you along the way. We also recommend that you read Jen Stevens' books, Delay, Don't Deny, and Fast, Feast, Repeat. Both of these books will give you valuable information to help you in your intermittent fasting journey.